Hello, welcome back.
Oh God, is it another episode of the R and N podcast?
I believe it is.
Holy gosh, darn diddly dolls,
We
balls,
and
dolls.
this time we're not even in the closet anymore.
That's
We're
right.
in a sound room. We're in a podcast room.
We're actually in a
Woohoo!
different room now, and we're
We're
not
actually at
recording
school.
on a phone. But most important of all, many of you have probably heard recently that there's this new movie that came out, and I guess we're doing horror movies now.
Yeah, I guess that's all this is
We were
now.
doing like video games, food. Nah, we're doing
Multi-topic. What's that?
Yeah. Then we did Halloween. We're like, we like this. So, anyways, as many of you heard, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey came out recently.
Oh dear God, has it have?
Yeah, and as of recording, Matt watched a 2 hour long video of a guy explaining the entire movie. So I guess that somewhat counts. And I actually saw the movie in theaters. So I can fully say that it was garbage.
It's garbage.
And I love it.
I I have a love-hate relationship with it.
Yeah.
It's so bad that it's good, but it's also why?
It's so bad it's good, but it's also, still bad.
So the reason they made this movie was because you could find the
But
property for
Winnie
the Pooh is now
yeah.
free property.
Yeah,
Anyone can use them.
he went into the public domain. Like
Public
the
domain.
the original character.
They killed off
They
the author.
the author died, and so 95 years after, or whatever it is.
It's 70 years.
70 years. 70 years. The Disney thing with like the red shirt and all, like that's, you can't have that, but. With the book character, the original book character, he's good to go, as well as like Piglet and Eeyore and the others. Tigger is not one of those.
Tigger
characters.
is 2 years out, and then so we're going to me and Colin. We're actually going to go and find the author so we can speed that process up.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
No. But let's describe this movie, shall we?
So where do we start? You want to start from the beginning?
Yeah, we could try.
Good old Christopher Robin.
Yeah, so Christopher Robin and his fiance, they're
No, the animated scene.
The animated scene. So it's basically explaining, it's just like, oh, this is how, it's kind of like, the actual Winnie the Pooh stories, where it's like, they play around all the time, Christopher Robin would visit them all the time, but,
they're not animal characters. Instead, they are humanoid
animals.
Humanoid animals.
Yeah, whatever that means. And so,
One day Christopher Robin is like, I'm too old, I'm gonna leave y'all. And then
Yeah.
they're like, well, he used to bring us food because that's what Christopher Robin used to do. He'd bring them food. But once they ran out of food, they realized they needed to eat. So they ate Eeyore.
Yep.
They just ate him.
Then they started to eat the rest of their friends until it was just Piglet and Pooh.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Wait, they ate the rest of the friends?
Yeah, because it shows like the rest of the friends in the animated sequence, you don't see them again. So they don't say, but
I think that's just for budget reasons.
Yeah, that explains it. But because by the way, this production was like less than $100,000. It was like
it was 100. I think it was exactly 100K.
A little over.
Around 100K basically.
But yeah, somewhere around there.
And it made 30 mil. Well, at the time of this,
probably
over 3 mil.
Over 3 million. It's probably gonna be like after some time, like I don't know, maybe like 10 million. I don't know, but anyways, so it's 5 years later. Christopher Robin and his fiance, he's like, hey, I want you to meet my old friends, and she's like.
Oh,
yeah, I know you have imaginary friends, but you just need to stop this.
Me personally, I would not listen to my fiance if he was telling me I imaginary friends.
Also, they look like they don't look like around the same age. Like whoever was playing Christopher Robin looks around like his early 20s, which he probably is, and like his fiance looks like she's in like her 30s. So I'm kind of questioning that relationship.
Yeah.
But disregarding that, they find where Pooh and Piglet live, and it's like, man, this is like really weird and different from how I remember. Like that's what Christopher Robin says. And so they hide out in the because they hear someone coming and it's Pooh, and they hide out in the in his bed, or in his little room, and they try to escape. But while trying to escape, I think Mary is the name of the fiance.
Yes.
Yeah. So Mary she's like, okay. What I forget what she was saying, but basically, I think it was Piglet comes from behind and strangles her with a chain.
Oh yes.
And then snaps her neck and she dies. And Christopher Robin's like, no,
And
and
then Pooh
I
just like I think he
Pooh-
in my
no,
artist
no, no, no,
rendition he
no, no,
just
no.
sits on Christopher Robinson and
No,
suffocates
no, no,
him.
no, no. Before that, Christopher Robin, like he walks out into this like wood hallway or something.
Yes.
Yeah, with, like made out of trees or something, and like Pooh comes out and he like stares at him menacingly,
As he
and
does for
and
the
then
rest of the film.
Christopher Robin says, and I quote, "Pooh, you gotta help me. Piglet killed my wife.
Pooh, you gotta help me, man.
Piglet killed my wife." But anyways, disregarding that, introducing 5 female characters. Who are they? I don't know.
Oh
I
no!
forgot their
Wait,
names.
no. Let's start off with the fact that it starts off with some girl in a therapy session talking about how she
Yeah.
has PTSD from a break-in.
Yeah. So okay. So I guess we can learn more backstory about this girl, but I guess to explain
Sure,
it now.
should we? Because
Well,
we're kind of
well,
just going through the entire movie.
okay,
Should
so-
we just explain it in
Yeah, we'll
little
just
shortcuts?
okay. So basically, this girl has PTSD. I forget her name because she doesn't matter.
Yeah, no one matters in this movie
yeah,
except for Pooh and Piglet.
the PTSD thing kind of reminds me of Friday the 13th Part 3.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a similar thing.
I honestly
But,
thought this movie was gonna be about Christopher Robbins. They literally just like
no, it's not. But yeah. But so what's her name? She has PTSD because she had like a stalker that like broke in and whatever, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
and it's kind of used as a red herring for like Pooh invading their cabin. Oh yeah, by the way, these 5 girls they go to this cabin for summer vacation.
even though
I
it
don't know.
is clearly told that 100 Acre Woods has had multiple deaths in there. There's been multiple murders in those woods, unidentified murders or
Yep.
not or
And we see one of those murders happen where like Winnie the Pooh finds some chick just like hanging around the woods or something, and
Yeah.
then she tries to escape. Oh yeah, okay. So I just want to explain this because it was the funniest thing to me and Kate, because I saw this with our friend Kate Jasper, and so this girl just sees Winnie the Pooh just standing there like menacingly, and then she like, what's that? And then like Winnie the Pooh just starts like goofily running towards her, and was the funniest thing.
You smell like honey.
Yeah. And so she gets into some garage or something, and she hides by a wood chipper. Then Winnie the Pooh finds her, and instead of immediately sticking her into the wood chipper, he bashes her head against like the wood chipper thing, and oh yeah, he also just removes her top because of course.
The one pair. It's not supposed to be a sleazy slasher film,
No,
but they show one pair of tits, and that's literally it.
One time and never again.
Never again.
I thought it was gonna happen to I guess spoiler alert for this later part, but
We're spoiling the. We're talking about the entire.
yeah, I
film.
know,
What are
but
you
like
talking
right
about?
now, but like swimsuit girl, I thought that was gonna happen, but no, it didn't. But anyways, that girl dies. Anyways, back to the 5 main girls because we like them. By the way, they're idiots. They make stupid choices. Like
Every
people.
slasher film.
No, like every slasher film, like a lot of like teens make stupid choices. These are the stupidest characters I've ever seen. Because at least in like other slasher movies, like they have like some idea
Yeah.
of what to do. These girls, I feel like they were like grown in a tube for 20 years and just. Basically they're idiots.
Basically, they go to a cabin to hang out. They go to a little cabin.
Yeah.
They go and hang out with some. There's like okay, so let me can I real quick talk about the
Yeah,
characters.
sure.
There's a TikToker girl. She's annoying. There's a
Yeah.
lesbian couple.
Yep.
They're right. They have
Yeah.
like a sort of love trope that happens during like the film where they
Yeah,
don't know if they love each
that
other.
doesn't really amount to anything.
Doesn't-
Then there's like the
the
mom,
main
the,
the
like
mom
they're
and
like
the
the
main
mom-
character.
yeah. Then there's the main girl,
Which is-
has no personality.
Technically, it's 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate all of them.
Yeah, I didn't not like any of them.
I did not like any of them. And also, another thing about this film, obviously they did not have a good budget, but the props that they used, they looked brand new. Like they used signs that they just painted like that to make it look like black.
Right. That
Have you
reminds
seen
me-
the props?
Yeah,
they're all
that-
brand new.
Yeah. Also,
they don't look like
you just
years.
reminded me of something. I like how he brought up signs. So in the movie, there's like different like kind of signs you might see, like 100 Acre Woods or like Rip Eeyore.
in the background.
Yes, but the thing is, they look so obvious to the characters to see. The characters somehow don't see those obvious signs.
Oh, Rip Eeyore. Oh, must have been a family dog.
It's like Christopher Robin should know who that is. Just like, oh man, look at this pod over here.
Well, wait, Christopher Robinson
The
or
Christopher
Christopher
Robin,
Robbins?
like in the beginning,
He
that's what
notices it.
no, he doesn't notice it. Like, but like they don't. That's what I'm complaining. It's so obvious,
Oh
but they
wait,
don't
that
see
I
it
forgot. I forgot. I
in the
forgot.
beginning.
I was getting confused.
Yeah. Um. And so yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Pooh and Piglet, they find out about like these five girls, and so they find the TikToker girl hanging in the hot tub,
Oh
and she
yes.
takes like selfies and stuff, and
Oh
then
my
like
gosh, you're like killing me.
and she sees in the selfie they're just like Pooh, and okay, so in any situation, I think any logical human being would be like, that scares me. I'm gonna go back into the house. No, she just gets out like, hello, huh? And then she goes up to like the lamp or whatever, like turns it on and it's flickering and stuff. But she doesn't go back inside for some reason. It's like, must have been my imagination or something.
See,
It gets back in the hot tub, and then like Pooh and Piglet come back and they like okay, they chloroform her, which you don't really know because all you just see is a rag. But then she passes out quickly, so you just assume it's chloroform.
I will say this. For every person, like yeah, in slash films, we make fun of like the stupid choices of like what Colin just said of saying like, oh hello hello, but you gotta realize they have some balls, right?
No,
Who in the right mind would see
this is
someone
an
they don't?
absolute idiot.
No, but like if that was me, instantly running.
Yeah, exactly. If
But
it was
but
anyone, they would do that.
but people just go ahead. They just go in there and like, hello, is anyone in there?
This feels like
With no caution,
this
with
feels
no
like the
brain.
writing of like the Wrong Turn movies, but worse. Like, but oh yeah, there's also one thing I want to mention. The CG blood in this movie is awful.
It's terrible.
It's really really bad. Like I've seen 90 CG better than this, but but yeah, and at least it's only used for blood. Actually, they may have used it. I think there's times where they use the Pooh Bear mask like to
Yeah.
make it smile. I'm pretty sure that was CG.
That was definitely CG.
Yeah, but anyways, so the TikTok girl awakens to find herself
Awakens to find herself.
like hogtied on like the road next to the cabin, which okay, and she wakes up. There's like Pooh's in the car
And a,
in
a
a
very nice looking Mustang, might I
yeah,
say.
he's in a car, and so like and like Piglet is like holding this girl down, and so Pooh runs over her head, and it
It
kind of
does.
sounds pretty gnarly, but like when you actually see her head and like screaming like ah, and like you see like the fake eyeball next to her, like where her eyes
They
supposed to
do
be,
a-
and the
you-
CG blood. It's just like
You can
ugh.
very much tell that they didn't just like the kill is not the best in its own way.
Oh yeah, and she
but
probably
they also
she probably could have
stretched-
rolled away to avoid that.
No, well, technically Piglet actually like stepped
Oh,
on her to hold her in place.
That's true.
But
Yeah.
also they stretched her face out like in editing to make it look like it got crushed more.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of a later kill, like near the end. We'll get to that one. But
Yeah.
yeah. So after that, so I like how so two of the girls, like the mom character and the main girl, like they wake up and like the bed is like, oh, what was that? Was that like a scream or something? And like the lesbian couple that I guess are by a pond or something, are just like, oh, what was that? They don't like
Yeah.
suspect that like, oh, something bad's like happening. They're just like,
Oh
huh,
no! Huh.
huh,
Oh
huh.
yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah,
Right
I wonder what
after
that
she
is.
gets killed, it's just like, huh? What was that sound?
And then they find out like, oh my god, Joey's dead or whatever her name was. I don't know. I didn't care.
Yeah, I don't really care.
And so they like get worried, and so the main girl is like, okay, I'm gonna get my Glock, and it's straight up like a big like revolver,
See, no, that's smart.
and it is smart. Then oh no, wait, they're like huddling around in like the same house, and then they see Pooh in the window, and they're just standing. They don't move back. They just like they're saying like, oh no, what is that thing? It barely looks human, like that kind of stuff. And then like they separate, like the lesbian couple and the mom and the main girl. Like mom and main girl go together, and the lesbian couple, yeah. The mom and lesbian couple go into like the pool area because like, they just have that conveniently, I guess. And the mom and the main character go back upstairs, like with the Glock. And I want to specify that next time, like, there's a thing that happens in the pool, but like but after that pool scene, you go back to see the mom and the main girl, and the main girl's Glock is just gone. She doesn't have it in that shot. It's like, where did it go? You have it.
She
And
clearly...
also, and you see like Piglet or Pooh walking in the house. It's like, why not take it out and shoot? Oh my god. And and the pool scene. Let's talk about the pool scene because, oh my god, like I feel like this main character
We have a special guest appearing today.
apparently. Hello?
Oh, is it none other than
Jason.
Jason.
Jason Schmidt. Get out of here, buddy.
AKA. Would you like to say something, Jason?
What you guys doing?
Winnie the Pooh.
When you put bun, blend, honey.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah.
Yep. Get out.
That's you have fun with that.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay. So, the pool scene. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the main girl in this, one of these girl. Okay, so one of the girls gets knocked out by Piglet, and then Piglet has like a sledgehammer in it and like a long chain, and this one girl gets knocked to the pool, and I feel like it should have been established that she can't swim.
Yeah.
Because she's moving slower than molasses. Actually,
Yeah.
No. That's actually
Slower than honey.
No.
Slower than honey.
No. Molasses moves faster than she did. Erosion. That's better. So she's trying to like move. Like, it's like, just get out of the water.
Yeah.
Like it never said you can't swim.
And
so
also.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Piglet just takes out chains, like tries to whip her
Yeah.
away or something.
Piglet's like tapping the water with the chain,
And it's so like it's so bad looking.
like he's not using his
like I was expecting to use like a chain lasso or something like cool like
Ghost
that. But
Rider.
No. Yeah, but like no, that doesn't happen.
And he finally just grabs a sledgehammer and bats her
then
over
he just,
in the face.
He's like, screw this. Just gets in like the pool and bashes her with a sledgehammer. I will say, the first swing of the sledgehammer.
That was good.
That was a sick shot. I mean, besides the CG blood, that was sick. But
Yeah,
then,
it was good.
Then he hits her repeatedly. But and you can tell that he's not even hitting her back. He's just like splashing the water.
Yeah.
It's bad. And then
it's all bad.
Then the other lesbian wakes up like, oh no! And then I forget what even happened. No wait, she runs away. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Dude, I cannot remember.
I can't even remember now.
I was not paying attention to the video beyond this, or I was, but like that part, I don't know, is.
I think then the mom and main girl join back, and the other lesbian's like, oh no, what's her name's dead, and they see her body and like, oh my God, my girlfriend, and whatever it was, and so they're like, oh, we need to hunt these guys down. So they go back to their little place, and I should probably mention there's been a couple scenes where like you see Christopher Robin's being like held hostage, I guess, by Pooh.
So he was actually alive.
He's alive. Yeah, he also gets whipped by hair. Fun. That's fun. And you can obviously tell like the back scars are like very much just like on his back. They didn't even make like a prosthetic back to put on his back. It's just.
Well, we can't really give this film like too much shit because of
they could have written it better.
Yeah, they could have written it better, but we can't give it too much on like the props and stuff because it's only $100K.
Yeah, that is true, but it's just critiquing.
Yes, no, of course.
And I also like how I could have edited this because I could tell when they did digital zooms. I could tell like the filters and title like fonts they used for the text and stuff. The main title card is the DreamWorks like font, so that's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, they go to Pooh's little hideout. They rescue Christopher Robin. They rescue some girl who was just there. She was never even established. This is the first time we meet her, and so they like. I guess she sees herself in the reflection. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm so ugly!" And as she grabs the Glock that
Pooh dead.
Yeah, the main character has now, and they do like this. So Piglet comes out, and so like the girl they find in the Piglet just kind of circle around. It's like I'm gonna hurt you, and then she aims to like get their attention. She shoots to get their attention, but there's only one bullet in the.
Wait, wasn't that girl supposed to be the person from the wood chipper?
No, she was shoved into the wood chipper.
Oh yeah. Right.
There's no way she would be. But yeah. Anyways. Sorry. Someone's looking at us through the window, but so, she has no ammo anymore. So Piglet just kills her. And then,
I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, and then I forget what happens. Oh yeah, Pooh comes out, and so the three girls are like, oh shit. So they hide out. They hide behind like a car or something, and like Pooh sees them, and then two of the girls like run away, but like one girl stays, and I think when Piglet isn't looking, she like wipes him out or something, and so Piglet wakes up. and he's like chained up and like has like a what is it a
Wait,
noose
wait,
around
wait,
his
wait,
neck.
wait.
So he has a noose around his neck, and so what they do is for this um sh yeah, she's like, this is for that one girl you found.
Yeah.
This is for my
Oh,
girlfriend.
wait.
This is for everybody, and then ultimately kills Piglet. Like
Oh, yeah.
she hits him with a sledgehammer, and Piglet dies.
Also, I'd like to say when they're like rescuing Christopher Robin, he's just like, just let me go, just let me go, and they're playing like the most atrocious like music I've heard for. Well, not atrocious. It's just not meant for that scene.
That's another thing. The music, like, it's so like there's a lot of strings, which like that's okay, whatever.
Yeah,
That's a staple in a lot of horror movies, but they do not know how to audio balance because there were a couple times where like you could hear the music as clear as day and it's so loud, but you cannot hear what the characters are saying. Like,
also, every time there was a jump scare, the music would just get like it's like every single like normal jump scare. It would go quiet, and then instantly go back up once you see someone's face.
and sometimes it wasn't even someone's face. Someone's face is just like transition to another shot.
Yeah,
like it's so weird.
Like you're gonna like it's scary in the probably the first half, but then when you keep watching, it's just like, oh, okay, well I know it's gonna come.
Yeah, exactly. And so Pooh finds Piglet, and he's like, "Oh man!" And so he kills the last lesbian or whatever. And so
Not the gays.
the two other girls, they run away like, "Oh God!" And so they find these like trucker hillbillies.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this all takes place in the UK, so I guess this is Northern England or something.
It takes place in the UK.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
Because they're all British.
Oh yeah.
With really
I just thought
couple of them with really bad British accents.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
But and so they're like, "Oh God, help us!" And they're like, "Who are you looking after?" It's like, who's chasing you?
After?
Who's chasing you? It's like Pooh. It's like, oh man, they must be on some serious drugs. You got some? They don't say that. But Pooh just stands there again menacingly.
And my favorite part in the whole film.
They're like, it's like, we're gonna
beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, pretty much. And so they get out their conveniently placed bat, crowbar, bottle. What was the other weapon they had? There was some other weapon.
Yeah, there was weapons.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure one of the dudes they find just appears in one of the shot for the first time, never like established.
Yeah.
He's just there. But anyways, they start beating up Pooh, and then I guess the breaking the bottle in his head was really what got him.
No, they literally just copied Halloween. they just used Halloween.
Like it is Halloween Kills. I was thinking that it reminded me of something, but yeah, it is Halloween Kills. So anyways, so they get destroyed, they all die, and this is where the widening head thing you brought up. One dude gets knocked to the ground. His head gets his hand gets cut off because I think Pooh like punches it off or he slaps it off, which is like.
He
Jesus,
somehow
man.
has like the strength of God now.
Yeah, he just slaps off someone's hand, and then the same guy slapped the hand off of, like he stomps on their head, and it looks like he's like stomping on a pumpkin. It's so funny, like it's so obviously fake.
Yeah.
I love it. One dude. This one thing makes no goddamn sense. He like goes up to one dude and slices their neck with his fingers. How?
Can I talk about my favorite kill?
What?
My favorite kill is out of nowhere. They show Pooh throughout the entire film, and they show him like what he can do. He's mainly a brute force guy, but out of nowhere for this one guy, they just reveal that he can control bees, and they just sick him on some guy. He just gets killed by bees.
Oh yeah.
Out of nowhere, they just do this.
Okay, so I should also like they show bees throughout the entire movie, but it's never explained that. Like Pooh controls them,
maybe that's why he sees everyone.
And like you see them following him in one shot. I think when he's around the cabin. But then like that would kill.
That's it.
That dude just runs away, and then he just sends bees after them. You don't see him like get stung to death or anything. Like what's his name, Nicolas Cage or whatever.
Not the bees.
Not the bees. Yeah, that doesn't happen. So he just runs away. He's never seen again, probably because he died of bees or something. And so now it's time for okay. these girls, and this is like one of the things that pissed me off the most for how stupid they were. They run over they run over Pooh, and my first thought would be, okay, back up. No, they don't back up. They just keep driving, and it's like, oh, it got away. Look behind, Pooh's hanging off the back. Now, what I said naturally to Kate next to me was just, they should just like press the brakes. Like, and they don't do that for a very long time. So they get to like where Pooh's about to get like on the windshield, just like, wait a minute, like before they press the brakes. And then when they do, I guess the brakes were like, they were going so fast, so like it destroys the main girl's face. And then she doesn't, and the mom character's just gone, because when she looks out the windshield, she sees Pooh holding up her head, her decapitated head, and it looks like a mannequin. I'm not even joking. It looks like a mannequin head. And like, I've made a fake head better than, I'm not kidding when I say that. I've made a fake head better looking than that thing. And like, oh my god, it's so funny. And so she gets out, and I think she's like, the Pooh's just about to kill her or something. And then he takes her out of the car. He's about to like, I guess like superpower god slap her. Then Christopher Robin out of nowhere just gets it, just like is in a car and smashes Pooh in between the other car. So, like, and you think he's dead and like down for the count.
Nope.
And so like Christopher Robin and like this one girl are just like, oh, you alright? It's like, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, all right, cool. And they have this like emotional moment where like they're like no, that doesn't happen yet. And then Pooh's like, oh, nope, still alive. It gets out. And he grabs the one girl. Christopher Robin's like, please don't kill her. Just kill me. I'm the one who left. Please, I know I caused you all this pain and stuff like that. It's supposed to be emotional or something. But I was just like, ha, 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 funny. And then Pooh. And I should specify, this is explained in the beginning. When Christopher Robin left, it says like, oh, they like, the creatures like hated humans and they never spoke a word ever again. And then Pooh holding this one girl just says, you left, and then cuts her, like stabs her in the back of like the head or something, or like the back or whatever. And like Christopher Robin like grabs the girl and like they hold each other and hug and like cry or whatever. And it's like, why?
You literally just met Christopher Robbins. Why you now have a connection to him?
Yeah, why are you like being so?
And didn't you have like a fiance?
Yeah, Chris Robin, you had a fiance. What are you using as her substitute or something? But yeah, she dies, and it's like, oh no, I'm so sad. And I think he tries to run away, but then Pooh kills him or something.
No, Christopher. No, he
doesn't.
No,
escape?
He just runs. No, it's just he runs off into the woods, and that's it.
Yeah, then it's like then it goes to like credits.
Because guess what? There's a second movie coming out, and guess what?
Yeah,
we're gonna see it.
They're making another movie.
Guess what? We're seeing it.
Yeah, we're seeing it when it comes out. But ultimately, yeah, this movie was stupid. It was trash. It was dumb. And yes, it was bad. But you know what? I think it's funny. I kind of like it a little bit. I'm probably not going to rewatch it for a very long time. But for what, it was,
yeah,
I didn't hate it. I've seen worse movies.
Oh, I've seen
better, but I've seen way worse.
I've seen way worse things killing.
Yeah, it's Friday the 13th, Part 8. But yeah, anyways, I think this concludes this episode of the RNN podcast.
Oh, yes.
Hopefully we'll catch you guys next time, and ultimately,
yes.
don't go in the basement.
Go in